Hello again. Guess whose fucking laptop died, lol. I'm such a professional. It's really hard work, but now I'm plugged in and I think we're good. Maya's cracked social media once again. I'm just like, oh God, I'm so good at this. Can you tell why I'm taking a break? Because I'm sure it's not obvious whatsoever. Right, let me tweet again. Jesus H. Christ, this stream is so cursed. So many things have gone wrong, but here we are. God, I stress myself out, honestly. Extreme technical issues over and over. The topic of murder was too much for my laptop. My laptop's a pussy, yo. It didn't want to know what I had to say, and for that reason I'm offended. Heblo, frendos, 2 electric boogaloo. Precisely. Jesus. I just find it a relief that I don't have to date me, because I don't think I'm up for it. You know, all those things where people are like, would you date a clone of yourself? Absolutely not possible, because I exude not even chaos. It's not even fun enough to be chaos. It's just confusion. It's just not knowing what's happening, what's going on, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. It's really good. It's why I take so many naps, because I'm exhausted all the time. Anyway, my ex has a new girlfriend, but it's a long distance relationship, so I don't think it will last. But he wants to be friends and wants to meet. I don't know what to do. Help. I don't think it's really got anything to do with if your ex is in a new relationship. I think, boy, we crashed. We crashed hard. Yeah, I don't think your ex's new girlfriend has anything to do with it. If your ex wants to be friends and you would like to be friends, then do it. I don't think you should be casting judgment on whether their relationship will last or not. And I think the fact that you have probably gives you an indication that you're not ready to be friends, because if you're still interested in what they're doing romantically, then you're probably still having feelings, and therefore being friends might be too much work. Basically, focus on yourself, and if you think you can be friends with them without it harming you or them, then go for it. And it shouldn't really matter if they have a new goof or not. Q, should I sleep? It's 2 a.m. here in Australia, or should I keep hanging out here? Let me introduce you to someone who might just sway you. Is this doing anything for you? I hope it is. This is a penguin. He's in the room I'm staying in, and I love him. He doesn't want you to leave, but also you should probably sleep. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that at all. Tikoiki. Yeah, let's have a little peek. I'm gonna put this down now because I'm genuinely worried I'm gonna break it. I have feelings for him and he knows it, and he talked to her 1 month after we broke up, and I don't get it because he told me he's not ready for a relationship and now he's with someone else. That's tough, and I think answers your question that you should not be friends with him, because too much. And the thing of someone not being ready to be in a relationship and then getting in a relationship sucks ass. Don't get me wrong, that sucks. But listen, it happens, and it's got more to do with them than it does with you. And if you weren't right for them, then that no one can do anything about it. It's just a sucky fact of life. And you got to focus your energy on yourself and make yourself into the kind of person that you like being around. And then other people will want to be around you. And then someone will fall in love with you because you're great. Lol, it's koike. Fuck yes, I'm so proud of myself. Koike. That is so cute. T koike. T koike. Oh my god, what a cool name. Meanwhile, I just get called Major or Marja or Maja. How often do you dye your hair? Well, as I was saying in the other stream before, it all went to shit. This is a fucking disaster right now. Like, this is... What the fuck is happening? I know that it probably looks like it's just the light is making it look like it's a million different colors. It's genuinely like this bit is blonde and this bit is dark pink. And it's just... Sylvie! Hello. It's a bit of a disaster right now, but I'm going to re-dye it hopefully soon. I usually dye my hair once every month, 5 or 6 weeks or so. It kind of depends on how fast it fades and whether I like it faded, to be honest. Sometimes I'm like, get me as obnoxiously pink as I possibly can ASAP, in which case I'll dye my hair like once every 3 weeks. Or sometimes I'm like, it's pastelina, and then I'll leave it. So it kind of depends. Everyone's so excited that Sylvie's here, and it's the most adorable thing in the world. Hello, Sylvie, how are you? Also, being friends after relationships can happen. If you need time out and space, put that first. Precisely. I was about to say I'm friends with some of my exes. I'm not. I'm not friends with any of them. Well, no, that's not true. I'm being hard on myself. I'm like on good terms with most of them. One of them I don't speak to. But you can absolutely be friends with an ex, but you do need time to recognize that they're a different person now. If you just go straight from being in a relationship to being friends, your brain is kind of gonna like think that you're still in a relationship because you haven't had enough time to be distant from it. So it's not a good idea. Okay, another hair question. Would you ever consider another color? No. No, I love pink. I feel most myself when I have pink hair. I don't want anyone... No, I don't want any other color. I think blue hair looks fucking sick, but I don't think it would look good on me because also I'm a real pink person. Like, take away the hair, like here is so pink and like the undertone of my skin is very pink. And so it kind of complements it and it kind of works together. Whereas if I had like blue hair and like pink skin, I might just look like a sim, which isn't a bad thing, I don't think. Although that's another thing about Love Island. All of them look like randomized sims, but like attractive ones, you know, like randomized sims that have been made to look pretty. You can definitely be pals with an ex, but they've got to be someone you would have been friends with in the first place. That is such a good point. If you only know them as like your partner or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, it's going to be really hard to adjust to being friends with them because you're not used to that dynamic. I had that with my most recent ex-girlfriend where we were like, we're going to be friends. And then it took like a lot of kind of talking and figuring it out because we're not used to being each other's friend. We're used to being each other's girlfriend. So it was a whole time. But yes, I wish I could be your friend. That's such a nice thing to say. I want to dye my hair a dark turquoisey color, but probably blue stains your hair. Yeah, it does. That's another reason. Like, you don't get it out. It doesn't come out. It will look kind of like turquoisey until you chop it off. So it's kind of a commitment because like pink, like all dye is going to stay in your hair a little bit. Pink generally, at least for me, like you can see like there are bits here which are just like blonde now. Look at that. That's like freaking blonde. But I kind of like faded pink a lot of the time. I don't like faded blue. So it would take a lot more like upkeep and making sure that it's vibrant and dyed and all of that. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to wait until after secondary school to dye it. Mood. Stain my hair moss green permanently using blue dye. We've all been there. First thing I ever did was I think it was a dip dye. It was like up to here, and it was like turquoise, and it just looked bad. It looked really bad. But we all have to go through it. It's a rite of passage. And now fucking look at me with hair just as shit, like 5 years on. Julia, I am turning 21 in a month. So I'm still a baby at the moment. And I'm 21 is like the big leagues. That's big boy age. If someone doesn't put that on a cake and give it to me, I'm gonna be fucking mad. But I'm also turning 21 in Berlin, which is kind of nuts, and I'm not really sure what to do for it. My family get here like the day after, so we'll see what happens. Is it just my Wi-Fi or has it frozen? Quite possibly my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is not very good. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, cool. Don't tempt me to bring a cake all the way to you for your birthday. Sylvie, you're so cute. I'll get myself a cake. It's all good. It's all good. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just like take myself for a brunch date, and then that'll be how I turn 21. That's quite nice in itself, because I get like a birthday party when I get back to Brighton. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm kind of excited at the idea of like having a low-key birthday, because I've never had that before. And yeah, bringing cakes to parties is the ultimate icebreaker. That's very true. Also, having everyone dress up as their worst nightmare is the ultimate icebreaker, which is what we're doing for our birthday. Actually, no, bringing Renaissance paintings. Sylvie, the amount of people who have walked into our house and just like stared at the painting and just then like looked back at us. My favorite thing is to just not explain it and be like, anyway, let's go. And just never give them any actual idea of why that's there. Loki birthday said no Leo ever. Fuck you. You are right. But I don't have any choice because I'm here by myself. So gonna have to do a Loki birthday, aren't I? Can't believe I just got dragged. For my 20th, I just bought myself beautiful tarot cards. That is a fucking shout. Get you a friend that paints you a stunning Renaissance painting. Honestly, like there's no one in the world like Sylvie, because no one would ever do that apart from her. Birthday live stream, potentially, maybe. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll find something to do. Maybe I don't know. Either way, there's going to be cake. That's a permanent in this. We all want to be Sylvie's friend. Let's be real. Come on now. I feel like Sylvie is a great gauge of whether a person's good or not, because if they want to be her friend, good person. If they, for some reason, are like, no, she's not my type of person, bad person, avoid. They were a mistake. Weren't meant to happen, because no one can not like Sylvie. That's what I'm saying. That was a weird way to say that. I lived in Berlin for 19 years and I start to love it now. That's so cool. I'm glad that you love it. I fucking adore it. It is my favorite place in the whole world. And I'm so like, oh man, I just feel very, very, very grateful that I get to be here and live here for 2 months and experience it, not as a tourist, but as like a person in Berlin. And I've got like a couple people coming to visit, and then I get to show them around, and oh my god, I'm so excited. I love being a tour guide. My favorite thing is making up facts, which are not true, but having the confidence to shout at anyone who doubts you. That's my favorite game. And also making up famous quotes from people who didn't say them. I'm realizing more and more that I'm kind of just a 12-year-old boy. Or at least my sense of humor is a 12-year-old boy. How do you do German? I want to learn, but my mouth just won't do it right. Oh, man. I'm very lucky because I learned German as a baby. So I didn't have to put any effort in. And my vocal cords just grew up being able to say those words, Whereas I know that for a lot of English speakers, German is very difficult because there's a lot of sounds, a lot of very common sounds in German which just don't exist in English. Like the soft CH of that noise doesn't happen in English. So that's why everyone says ich or ish, because no one really knows like how to actually say it. But German is my favorite thing ever. It's another reason why I'm so happy when I'm here, because I just love language and I love being able to speak it. So yeah, I can't really help with the learning German process because I didn't have to try, and so I can't give any advice on people who are trying to learn it because I didn't have to. But Duolingo, I love Duolingo. I use Duolingo and I've been speaking German my whole life. I missed the Love Island talk. Oh boy, yeah, we just talked about like the show as a whole and how it's insanely evil. Not as evil as Temptation Island, which is on another level. That's a German reality TV program, which genuinely I could. Ah, Bambino Becky is here! Oh my god, I'm so flustered. I just like immediately. Oh my god, I'm blushing. Anyway, Temptation Island is a German reality TV program. Now, let's get this straight. We all know Love Island is hilarious, entertaining, and a little bit evil, like a little bit sadistic. I'm flustered. Sadistic. Temptation Island. Let me set the scene. You take a villa, put it in some hot place. Then you take another villa. Then you put it in a different. Love Island is sadistic. Put it in a different place. You take 4 long-term couples. Let me repeat that. Long-term couples, as in people who've met in the real world, fallen in love, gone into a relationship, gone through the bumps and ups and downs of modern commitment, and decide they love each other and they want to be together. Then you take those 8 people, you take those 4 couples who, let me just repeat this one last time, long-term relationship. Like some of these people have been together for like 4 or 5 years, and you separate them by sex into the 2 villas. So you take the 4 women, you put them in one house, you take the 4 men, you put them in another house, with 10 singles of the opposite sex. So the 4 women get 10 dudes. 10 it's such fucking overkill. You take 10 guys and put them in with the 4 women. You take 10 women, put them in with the 4 guys. The whole point of the show, there is no prize money. There is no like title. The whole point of the show is to try not to cheat on each other. And then you just watch these people. So they go on dates and like talk to the people that they're living with. And this happens for 2 weeks. This goes on for 2 weeks. So it's not like Love Island where it's 2 fucking months. It's 2 weeks. And they go on dates and they get to know the singletons who are obviously all like hell-bent on like making out with these people who are in relationships. And then at the end of every episode, so at the end of every day, I guess, I don't know, I only watched one because it was too much. At the end of every day, the like men and the women separately, they don't get to talk to each other throughout this entire process. Separately, they watch clips of their partner in the villa. So they like show them. It's fucking nuts, and it's hilarious, and reality TV is the worst of us, but also so good. Why hasn't there been a Buy Love Island yet? There kind of is. There's a show, Are You the One, which is on MTV, which actually, now that I have a VPN, because yes, I bought a VPN so I could watch Love Island in Berlin. No, I don't need your judgment. No, I don't need to be told how stupid that is. It was £10. I did it. We don't need to talk about it. Now that I have that VPN, I might actually be able to watch it because obviously it's MTV, so I can't access it. But it looks really good. From what I can tell, it looks very wholesome. I mean, obviously it's reality TV, so they're going to scream at each other at some point. But it looks really cool. And that's like purposefully like, you know, everyone's genderqueer, everyone's gender fluid, everyone's bisexual and open and pansexual and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it fascinates me that, like, obviously the producers of these shows want drama, they want views, they want people to scream at each other and fight, and they want like iconic TV moments. There are no more chaotic people in this world than bisexuals. See? Did you see what just happened? As I said that, my laptop tried to fall on me. That's proof. That is proof. Bisexuals are wonderful, beautiful people. I'm one of them. We are so fucking chaotic. We fall in love with everyone. We get real in our feelings about it. It would be TV gold. It would be TV fucking gold. I don't know why they haven't jumped on it yet. I mean, I do, because, you know, like homophobia and shit. But other than that, there's no excuse. It would be the perfect reality TV. It would be so good. Also, bisexual people are fucking beautiful. Have you noticed? Like, all of them are gorgeous. So it would... They're missing out. ITV2. What you're playing? Oh, God, there's... Talk about our bills. Anyway. Oh, my God! I came out to, like, pretty much everyone I know the other day. Congratulations! Welcome to the Out Club. I'm very, very proud of you. Eileen's here. Hello, baby. How are you? That's sick. I'm so happy for you. Well done. Proud of you. That's really cool. That's really cool. That's made me really happy. Guess who else is happy for you? I can hear the wind outside, and yet I still keep thinking it's a ghost. I'm sure it's not a ghost. I am staying in like an old German building, which would be the most delicious place for ghosts, but I'm going to assume there aren't any because I don't feel any, and I am wanky enough to think that I can sense these things. So I don't think there are any ghosts. The real question is, does the penguin have a name? Not right now. What does he look like to you guys? Oh. Oh. Fuck's sake. Oh, I hate myself. Why am I getting attached to like a stone penging? A George. Craig. There we go. Craig. I like that. It's like it's aggressive enough, and yet just like European, like confusingly European. No one would be able to pin down where Craig is from, but you just know that he's like cultured and drinks a lot of wine, which is my ideal man. Simple yet effective. Precisely. I like a name to just like boom, deliver information to you, whether you wanted it or not. Craigwin. I love that so much. You can tell I love that because my voice went dumb. Craigwin. That's so good. Craigwin from Quigage. No. Oh my God. Oh, see, you got a snort from me. You're welcome. That's a honor. It's really not. I snort a lot. I am a pig. Hello, Margarita Bonatelli. You have a fantastic fucking name. Oh my God. I wish I was called that rather than Major Anus Car. Margarita. How did the conversation end up here? Olive, that's a very good question. I don't know. I choose not to question these things because I think if you try and track it, it's nonsensical. Nothing makes sense anymore. Chanand Bong is here. Oh my God. Hello. I've been rewatching a lot of Friends and a lot of Always Sunny, which is a very strange thing to watch like side by side. I'm only referring to you as Major Anus Car from now on. I forget that not everyone has heard me call myself that because that's obviously I'm named like the pizza. That's another reason why it's a good name. Yeah, Major Anus Car. That's what I like to call myself. And then people are like, why do you call yourself that? And I'm like, Because if I say that my name has the word anus in it, then people can't notice it and tell me it. And then people are like, I would have never. And I'm like, yeah, but I would much rather just force it in people's faces rather than have someone notice. Anyway, how hot is Berlin? Oh man, it was 37 and 39 degrees last week. It was hell. And now it's cooled down to like 22 and it's super windy. So it's actually kind of cold, which is my favorite because I'm a creature of the cold. Yo, Glee's on Netflix. Have you been watching it? Should I watch Glee? Because it's something I can't decide by myself. It's like, it's the type of question that people put to God. When they're religious and they just don't know. That's what I'm struggling with whether or not I should watch Glee. And I would really like to have some input in this because I need help. I never had a Glee phase. I never watched Glee. I've seen like minimal clips. And I just don't, is it worth the commitment? Because I know I'm going to get into it. I just know. I know it's going to happen. And should I? Oh, Glee is a spiritual awakening. It's never too late for a Glee phase. In my opinion, Glee was great, but it has aged pretty badly. That's fine. I watch a lot of TV that is not good now. I'm still rewatching it, but some parts are meh. I'm so torn. I feel like as soon as I watch the first episode, I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul. We'll see. We'll see. The last few seasons ain't that good. That's fine. I don't mind that. And also, I am working in Berlin in this heat. It was horrible. I'm not a person who likes the warm. I don't like being sweaty. There's nothing that makes me cranky more than being sweaty. And there I was, swatting. I liked the idea of Glee, but in practice, not so much. Oh, that's such a beautiful way of putting it. Have you seen Schitt's Creek? No, I haven't. Should I? Should I watch Schitt's Creek? Would it be good? I've heard some good things about it. What are you doing in Berlin anyways? I'm waitressing in a restaurant of a family friend of mine for 2 months. I've been here for 2.5 weeks now, and I go back on the 15th of Berlin. Have you seen Fleabag? I fucking love Fleabag. Sorry, I just got really aggressive. It's because I really, really, really love Fleabag. Yeah, I love Fleabag so much. So much. It was one of those shows, I had the same thing with Fleabag as I did with Killing Eve, where I got, did I say 15th of Berlin? I meant 15th of August. I'm sorry, I have a small brain. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have the same thing with Fleabag as I did with Killing Eve, where so many people recommended it to me for so long that I almost like got turned off. And then I watched it and I was like, fuck, they were all right. And I shouldn't have waited this long because it's so good. So yeah, I fucking love Fleabag. I fucking love Killing Eve. I finished it in like 3 days and just can't stop listening to the soundtrack because it's so good. Why is Old Town Road come about here? What? When did that happen? Because I'm lost. Andrew Scott could run me over and I'd thank him. Honestly, that man is beautiful. Like, I don't mind getting a little bit TMI here, but when he was the hot priest, I had at least 1 to 2 to 3 or 4 sensual dreams about the hot priest. I've never had that before, especially not with a dude. Usually my like sexual energy is rooted in women, and for some reason my subconscious was like, I can't stop thinking about him. It's sexy priest, man. It got me. For some reason my city decided to not show Booksmart in theaters. That makes me really upset. Because Booksmart is one of the best films I've ever seen, and everyone should see it. Have you seen Crashing, also written by Phoebe Waller-Bridge? I haven't. I kind of want to see everything she's ever done though, because I'm slightly obsessed with her. Do I have them horses in the back? I'm so glad you asked. I was wondering how long it would take you. Oh God, I hate being a grown-up. you know. I really want to see Booksmart. Please see it. I cannot stress this enough. Booksmart is the type of film we need more of. It's incredible. It's so funny and genuine and heartwarming, and everyone in that film feels like someone that you've met and you know, and it's so good. It's so good. Have you gone to / will you go to Pride in Berlin? When is Berlin Pride is the next question that I would like answered. If it's here while I'm here, I'm absolutely good. Is Berlin... Well, that didn't work. My phone is so broken, guys. When it's doing it again. It's like searching it in the middle of me typing. So it just says like, when is, when is, but, when is, no, oh, now it's just not responding to me now. That's good. I don't have Netflix, RIP. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say stream it illegally. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It wasn't me. Also, Lucy Jones, I'm not like taking part of your weird kink fetish shit. You think I haven't? You think this is my first fucking rodeo? You think if some randomer hops onto a stream and tells me to do something weird and that it's so easy to do, I'm just gonna do it? You think do you take me for a fool? I'm not gonna let my eyes roll back into my head. I know it's easy. I know I can do it. I'm not gonna, because I know that it's a weird like kink thing. Nothing gets past me. Anyway, when is Berlin Pride? I am here. That's so exciting. So yes, I will be going to Berlin Pride. It's on the 27th of July. Boom. Yes. Sick. Oh my God, I'm going to go to Berlin Pride. That's so exciting. That's so me. Oh. Maybe I can't roll my eyes back. We'll never fucking know, will we? Lucy Jones. Definitely not your real name. God, these people think they can fool me. Me. Of all people, it's almost like I seem ditzy and unintelligent. Don't know where they get that idea from. It's completely inaccurate. I'm hanging out to see Booksmart. Good. Me of all people. What's your opinions on Edge of 17 if you've seen it? Because I've seen a lot of people compare it to Lady Bird and Booksmart, and honestly, it's pretty good. I really liked Edge of 17. It surprised me a lot. So I would recommend. I didn't like it as much as Booksmart or Lady Bird, but it's still a very solid film, and a very good depiction of women on screen, which is my favorite thing. I have to go now, but I loved hanging out with you live. Bye. Bye-bye, Evelyn. It was a pleasure having you here. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Why do I talk to everyone in this stream like they're like a personal guest of my dinner party, or like a tea and coffee afternoon? Just like, thank you. Send good tidings to your husband. I will see you in the morrow. Because I'm a fucking weirdo, apparently. I get my hair cut short a couple weeks ago, unrelated, but I love it and wanted to share. Congratulations. I'm currently trying to figure out what the fuck to do with this. Not color-wise, because I know that I can just fucking fix it with more. But I really like having short hair, but I also really like, this is so much fun and it goes all wavy and I like it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. But congratulations that you like your short hair. That's cool. Thoughts on Russian Doll and season 5 of Black Mirror. Russian Doll, another fucking incredible show. I loved it. I thought it was so good and a really nice twist on like an old story that kind of feels like it's been done enough. Season 5 of Black Mirror I found kind of disappointing. I liked the Andrew Garfield episode. I didn't really like Striking Vipers, and I didn't watch the one with Miley Cyrus. because it just didn't intrigue me enough. I don't know. I feel like Black Mirror is now at a point where they've gone through all of the alleys and ideas that they can, and so now it's kind of just repeating itself a little bit, and it feels a little bit redundant. But hey, if people like it, then it should continue. I usually cut my hair in the summer when it's super hot and then let it grow during the winter. That is a smart idea. Last time I cut my hair short was last summer, actually, almost a year ago, which was like up to here. It was super fucking short. I'll never go that short again because that made me very insecure. But like shorter, maybe. Black Mirror has me disappointed with this season. Yeah, me too. The Miley Cyrus one was vile. Probably the worst Black Mirror episode so far. There you go. Then it wasn't such a shame that I missed it. Tips on getting semi-permanent hair, color out of your hair. I've had blue hair for over a year now and it's getting boring. Well, we were just talking about that earlier. Blue stains your hair and is very difficult to get out. Like, out of all of the colors, it's probably the one that's gonna just stick there. Like, there's nothing you can really do other than put more color on top of it. I mean, if you put like a really bright pink on it, then it would go like a purple, which would be really fun. Or like a green, and then it would go turquoise. But also, why are you taking my advice? I'm a fucking idiot. Go to a hairdresser. Go to a hairdresser. I would probably say that go to a hairdresser. The Miley Cyrus episode is fun, just a little boring, not like a regular Black Mirror episode. Fair enough. Fair enough. Why didn't you like Striking Vipers? It felt really weird. It felt like a really weird episode, and the tone was really confusing. And I didn't really like, I don't know. I wasn't as invested in it as I think they wanted me to be. And so I didn't really care that much about what happened. And the characters weren't likable and weren't good people. So I didn't like, if you compare that to the other like VR episode of Black Mirror, the one with where the guy is in a house and he's like seeing things and stuff, like that was so fucking good because I really actually cared about that character. Whereas Striking Vipers, I didn't really care what happened because they were bad people. Like, they weren't good. And like the whole sort of like moral question of whether what you do in VR like translates to real life just sort of flew over my head because I was like, yes it does. Like within 5 minutes I was like, yep. So I didn't have that experience of like, pondering whether or not this is a morally correct thing, because I just decided straight away that I didn't agree with it. So I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't for me. Who's to say? Did you see 20th Century Women? I can't really remember it now, but I remember liking the film. I should probably rewatch it. I haven't seen that. I also haven't seen Finding Your Feet. This is so many good movie recommendations. As if I don't already have enough, and I just keep watching the same fucking movies over and over again. Today I got the most bizarre urge to watch Future Diary again, which is like an anime. It's the first anime I really ever loved back when I was like 16 or 17. And I for some reason today I was just like hit with a wave of like, I want to watch that whole thing again. And like, it's not even a particularly great, like it's a great series, but it's not like mind-blowing. There's a lot of weird filler. I think I just had like a weird nostalgic thing where I was like, I want to watch this thing from when I was a kid and experience it again. Are you into stand-up at all? Who are your favorite comedians? I fucking love stand-up. It's one of my favorite forms of comedy and entertainment. I feel very bad though because I don't know a lot of female stand-up comedians, or at least I watch a lot of female stand-up comedians, but I don't find them as entertaining as the men, which makes me feel intensely guilty. So maybe I just haven't found the right female stand-up, because I don't think they're sort of celebrated as much as male stand-up comedians. But I love Bo Burnham, obviously. Everyone knows that. I love James Acaster. I love Doc Brown. John Mulaney is my favorite person in the whole world. Yeah, it's a lot of kind of like weird, silly. Oh, Mike Birbiglia is great. He's so like heartbreakingly funny. Yeah. I cosplayed as Gasai once. 'Twas fun. Oh, so did I. So did I. Sarah Pascoe, Sarah Silverman, Catherine Ryan are hilarious female comedians. Agree. I really like those. I really, really like what I've seen of them. Have I watched Taskmaster? I fucking love Taskmaster. I'm recently rewatching season 6 just because I love it so much. Taskmaster is hilarious. I adore it. It's one of my favorite TV shows. It like ticks so many boxes for what I like in entertainment, and it's mwah. Tig Notaro is also very, very funny. These are so many good comedian recommendations. Do you like Richard Ayoade? I love Richard Ayoade. I think he's hilarious. But yeah, Taskmaster is just the best. Like, it's fucking genius, and I love so many of the people on it. It's the best, and people won't listen to me and watch it. People should fucking watch it. It's fucking great. It's so weird and surreal and stupid and fantastic. Have you listened to the Guilty Feminist podcast? I have not. She was doing a live show in Brighton, which I unfortunately missed. But I really want to get into that. I think I use podcasts more in like a hob, like I listen to them for comedy and for like true crime. So I don't know, I'm like weirdly nervous about the idea of using them to listen to like politics and stuff. I don't know why. Did you see the program that Bob Mortimer and Richard Whitehouse did? I didn't, but I fucking love Bob Mortimer as well. There's another guy that I discovered on Taskmaster and just adore now. He needs to be protected from the horrors of the world because he's so cool and good and funny. Any great books you've read this year? I've read a lot of stuff for uni this year. Home Fire by Camilla Shamsi is my favorite thing that I read at uni this year. It is one of the best books I've ever read. At the moment, I'm reading The Outsider by Stephen King, which is very weird. I like it a lot. I'm like racing through it. But it's super, it goes like, it starts one way and then it sort of goes another way and you don't really know what's going on. It's really good. It's super spooky. What do I think of Big Mouth? Mixed feelings. Very mixed feelings about Big Mouth. It's one of those things that I find like entertaining, and I've watched all of it, but I have seen a lot of criticism of it, and I completely agree with the criticism, but I still, despite that, find it a very entertaining show. So, the best book this year has to be Talking About by Myra Nushka. Ever heard of it? You stop that, you flatterer. Bye bye, Eileen. Love you. Bye. Thanks for being here. Bye. Do you have a Goodreads account? I don't. I have a Letterboxd, which I use too much. I spend so much fucking time on Letterboxd. Just like I could do it forever. I just waste my time on the internet for all of my life. Wait, which parade? Oh, Reading Pride. It's all fucking happening at Reading Pride, apparently. I'm very sad that I won't be there. What is Letterboxd? Letterboxd is kind of like Twitter, specifically news and logs. So like you make an account and you can put in when you've seen a film, rate it, and leave a review. Look at it's like lots of funny people are on Letterboxd. So there's lots of funny reviews of movies. Your biggest accomplishment this year so far? Oh, that is such a good question. There's been a few. Honestly, it's been like an incredible year. I think what immediately comes to mind is the NSPCC conference in Ireland. Obviously, NSPCC is now a very disappointing charity, but at the time they weren't. Releasing my book and coming and working in Berlin, I think for like 3 very different reasons. There's like YouTube reason, personal reason, and then like kind of like work life reason. So yeah, no, I've had like a very good year so far. What happened with NSPCC? They hired a trans woman as a representative, and then when they got backlash about it, they cut ties to her without any real explanation, without doing any research into why they were getting threats. They basically just bowed to like transphobic pressure and then released like some bullshit apology. And yeah, they've just handled the situation very, very badly, which is very disappointing because they were like doing really good work and being a really good advocate for LGBT stuff, but now not so much. You've written a book, apparently. I self-published a poetry book in May this year. Yeah, which was very cool. Terrifying, but very, very cool. People are still fucking buying it, which is nuts. But yeah, no, it's been an incredible year, especially like comparing to where I was this time last year. Like this time last year, shit was just about to start getting real bad, with a capital R and a capital B, real bad. So it's hilarious to like look back at that now and be like, everything worked out kind of okay, which is cool because I know that I was so in the depths of pessimism that I was like, nothing's good, nothing's gonna be good ever again, it's all terrible. And now I'm like, incorrect. No, most things are fine. By all means, still kind of a pessimist, but you know, not too much. There's illustrations in it too. Yes, there are, by my beautiful friend Dina, who also, that's the cover of it, around my fucking arm forever and ever, which is really cool. I always look at this and I'm just like, hey, remember when? Good times. Biggest plans for the rest of 2019. I mean, I'm going to finish working here, which is another like 6 weeks, and then I go home. There's some noises happening. Then I go home, and then me and 2 of my friends are doing a joint birthday party, which I'm super excited for. And then I go to Toronto to visit my friend Amrin, and then the 3rd year of uni starts. So it's kind of terrifying. Fucking Jake's here now. Great. Yeah. It's a really good couple of months, guys. Like, I know I keep saying that because I'm kind of finding it like, it keeps surprising me. It keeps taking me by surprise, but I'm like, I'm like happy and shit. Which is cool. It's a very nice feeling. It's a very nice feeling to be happily surprised by how good things are. But yeah, I'm real sad that Jake's just turned up because I'm about to leave because I have to make dinner. I don't know why I needed to emphasize it with that. Good luck on uni. I'm graduating law school next year and honestly don't know where the time has gone. I'm already scared about fucking graduating and it's a year away. Will there be a live stream this year / next year? For what? For yes. I assume so. Maya has a different reaction to each of her friends joining and I love it. It's true. It's very true. I didn't notice that before, but yeah, no, I do. Anyway, this is the clap that means I gotta bounce, boys. Thanks for putting up with all my technical difficulties. I'm so glad that I can be my own useless self, because it's who I am, really. I'm a useless person, but that's okay because we need useless people. Anyway, thanks for joining. I hope you all have a lovely evening / day, depending on where you are. And I will do one of these soon again, because I do miss just like sitting here and chatting. I hope that at some point Instagram will start working. Jesus Christ. I'm becoming illiterate. I hope the Instagram will start working again, because then we can do something there. You smell as well, Jake. How dare you? Yes. Sign off, Craig. Oh, no, it sounds like Craig. It's not Craig, it's Craig. Craig. Goodbye. Goodbye from me and Craig. I would make his little arm wave, but I can't really. So I'll make just his whole body wave. That's good enough. I'm such a fucking weirdo. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.